Becoming everything that you've ever wanted to be is going to cost you everything that you currently are. Yes, I said that correctly, and it probably didn't register. I'm going to say it one more time. Becoming everything that you want to be is going to cost you everything that you currently are. You are going to have to delete, kill, to leave behind your current self and transform into the man that you know you're supposed to be. That person that you envision, that man that has the car, that man that has the girl, that man that has the house, that man that took care of his family, that is the man that you're dreaming of, the man that you know that you have the ability to become, the man that you know is in the future, that is in the near future, that you have to morph into. That is the man that you are envisioning, right? So your current self is not that man. You are morphing into that man. Now, whenever I talk about being everything that you want to be is going to cost you everything that you currently have, it's plain and simple. It's as I say it. You are going to have to leave behind some of the things that you're currently doing, some of the people that you're currently with, some of the habits that you currently have. You're going to have to leave these things behind and delete them from your life to become the man that you want to be faster and to actually reach that goal and achieve that goal. Now, leaving these habits behind, leaving these people behind, bro, it's going to be hard. It's genuinely going to be hard. You're going to hesitate. You're going to want to keep some of these people or some of these habits, some of the things you do in your life because they make you comfortable. And I've already made a video about comfort and how comfort is just going to drag you further into despair and into depression because you're not who you want to be. I know you're that guy who can't go a single day without thinking about who you want to be. You can't go a single day without thinking about your success and how you wanted to be there already. You go out with your friends or you're hanging out with somebody, you're with your mom, you're with your family, and you can't even enjoy it. I know you're that guy. I know you're that guy. You can't even enjoy it. You know why? Because success is always on your mind. Success is always on your mind. You can't even enjoy the things that you do in your daily life because you're always dreaming about that man you're supposed to become. That's because you are going to be him. You are. You're going to make it. But I can tell you, you're not going to make it if you're not willing to sacrifice and let go of the things that you currently do. That is what this video is about. I'm not going to break this video down into segments or into structures. I'm just going to go raw off the dome because this is crucial right here. You have to let yourself go. You have to let your current self go. Know that you are going to be departing from your current ways. You can't elevate being the person that isn't elevated. You can't be rich being the person that's broke. That being said, you have to actually sit back and have this discussion with yourself, whether it's at nighttime, you turn all the lights off, you get in the bed, look up at the ceiling, and you genuinely talk to yourself. Have this epiphany, bro. Like, damn, I need to let this go. Gaming, bro, I have to put it down. Going out every weekend to the club or going to parties with my boys, I gotta let it go. I have a bigger mission. I have a better, more important mission at hand that I have to pursue, that I have to get to. You have to let that shit go, bro. You have to sit with yourself and tell yourself it has to go. And it's going to fucking sting. You're not gonna wanna let it go because you've been thriving and using these things to have fun or to cope or to just get away from your problems that you have in life. I've done the same thing, bro. But there will come a time, and I don't want you to reach this point, but there will come a time where you can't cope anymore. And this is scary. This is scary because listen up. This is scary. I've been to this point. There's going to be a point where you can no longer cope. You can no longer go out with your friends and forget about all the stress of wanting to be the man that you desire. Fucking hanging out with your girlfriend or going out with a bunch of girls, distracting yourself, thinking that, giving yourself the illusion that you made it. You've got all these girls around you. That's coping. But there's going to be a point where you're no longer going to be able to feel that cope. You're no longer going to be able to even enjoy that moment where you're trying to escape from the fact that you're not where you want to be. It's going to be on your mind 24/7, and you're not going to be able to escape it. And that pain, that dreadful feeling, you're just going to be living every single day full of regret. You're going to be living every single day full of regret. Every single action you do. God forbid you work a 9 to 5. That 9 to 5, all that 8 hours is going to be brutal because you're going to be beating yourself up and eating yourself alive because you weren't able to sacrifice your current self for your future self. So everything that you want to become is going to cost you everything that there is. I'll do one little segment. We'll basically just talk about like what you need to do. because I'm not going to just tell you this and then give you nothing. I'm going to give you something. I'm going to tell you what you need to do to make sure it's easier to shed your current self, because I don't want you to get to that point that I just described, that dreadful feeling where you can't even get away, you can't even cope, you can't even go a day without thinking about how much time you've wasted. You know, you want to be disciplined and working every single second on the shit that you know you need to do, so that there is no time wasted and you know that you're not fumbling your time. Time is money. You've heard that before. It's so cliche, but it makes sense because it works. Millionaires say that shit all the time. When they get the money, it's like, damn, time is money now. You'll understand that once you get to become the man you want to be. But let me tell you what you need to do to shed your old self. First, like I said, you need to lay down with yourself, have the epiphany, bro. Force it if you have to. Talk to yourself and be like, why am I not who I want to be? Why am I not where I want to be? What am I currently doing that I need to let go in my life? Everybody has a wide range of things that they do. I don't know what the fuck you do, but I used to be a gamer. I used to have a lot of dumb shit that I used to do, hang out with my boys, distract myself with women. I used to do a lot of dumb shit. And that was something that I had to sit with myself and tell myself, bro, I have to let this go. This has never served me. I've wasted years doing these things and wasting time, like basically giving myself the illusion that I was there, that I made it, that I was comfortable, you know? Buying things that I didn't need to buy, buying clothes to impress people, shit like that. Those are things that I had to sit down with myself and be like, I need to let this shit go. I'm not going to progress if I continue to do this dumb shit that's hindering me from becoming the man I need to become. And becoming the man you want to become, bro, you're going to need to be an efficient man. You're gonna need to be an efficient person. Rich people don't waste time. Rich people don't fuck off their time. They don't. Rich people make sure that every single day is filled with efficient work, with something that is productive to make them more money, to put more money in their pocket, and basically to put their money to work. Broke people are using their money, spending their money to make themselves feel like they're rich, to make themselves feel like they have the luxury to do that, which I'm not against. Look, not everybody can be a millionaire and not everybody can be successful, whatever you want to call it. But if you have this mindset that you have the ability to become that, then you are capable. You are the chosen one, bro. There are not a lot of people like you. Yes, you'll have an idea of it, but if you're watching a video like this, then you've already surpassed those normal people that have been like, oh, of course I want to be a millionaire, but they have no idea what they're going to do to get there, nor do they even care. They're just going to take the normal route. If you're actually trying, bro, you are that guy. So you have to sit back and be like, bro, I'm the 1%. I need to be like these efficient people. I can't do what everybody else is doing. How are you going to follow the freaking crowd and expect to not be like the crowd? You have to become that outlier. I know you've seen that meme, bro, where there's two roads and there's a bunch of people going this way and there's one guy going that way. You've seen that, bro. I put it up on the screen or something. You have to be that guy. It's a meme, it's a joke, ironically, but you genuinely have to do that. You have to make sure you're separating yourself from the crowd, bro. If you don't want to be like 1,000 people that are over here and you're acting and doing the same thing 1,000 people are doing, but you're saying, oh, I don't want to be like them, bro. I want to be an outlier. You're not going to be an outlier. You're doing the same shit that those people are doing. All you have to do is watch the crowd. What is the crowd doing? How do I separate myself? How do I shed myself from that behavior? Watch the crowd, bro. What are they doing? Partying, going out on trips, bringing their girlfriends, or trying to pick up women whenever they don't actually have any fucking money in their pockets. Like, they're just bullshitting their time away trying to have fun. And which for some, that's fine, bro, because like I said, not everyone has these ambitions. Not everyone wants to be that guy, that successful 1%er that takes care of his family, that can buy these nice cars and buy the penthouse or the nice house or the land, whatever you want, bro. Not everyone wants to be that 1%er, but if you do, you have to separate yourself and shed that old self, bro. You will never become successful if you do not shed your old self. So like I said, sit with yourself, bro. Have that epiphany. Have that epiphany. Figure out what it is you need to let go. Find that shit, pinpoint it, and work on letting it go. Because if you don't shed it, you're gonna get stuck in a cycle. And I've been stuck in a cycle before. Yes, I've wasted time. I'm not perfect at all. I've wasted time, but I'm telling you from experience. And for someone that has experienced it and seen it and done it before, you're going to want to listen because I've been through. You don't want to go through. So just do that. Have that epiphany. Now let's talk about how to maintain this mindset, because this is one thing that I like to focus on a lot, is maintaining mindsets. If you don't maintain a mindset or maintain habits, you're going to fall off and become the thing that you were 2 weeks ago. If you're, oh, I've been grinding, bro, for 2 weeks, I've been locked in, and you don't maintain those habits, you fall off periodically and you slowly start to wean off of the things that you're doing to better yourself, you're going to go right back to where you were. So let's talk about maintaining this habit of shedding your old self and becoming your new one. And the only step for that is strategic sacrifice. Strategic sacrifice is just picking your habits that you do that you know is hindering you, and pick them and be like, this needs to go, this needs to go, this needs to go, and this needs to go. That is strategic sacrifice. You are going to strategize what you are actually going to be filtering out of your life. You need to write it down, put it on a planner, put it on your calendar. Strategically sacrifice your bad habits. Sacrifice them. Literally. Like, you have to write them down and be like, this has to go. This has to go. This has to go, and this has to go. There's no coping. There's no, you know what? Maybe I'll do this one day a week. No. If they're genuinely hindering you and you know they're not serving your purpose, they know you're not serving you as a man, you have to let them go. You have to strategically sacrifice them and let them go. Otherwise, you'll be stuck. You'll be fucked. So that is the only, and I think that's step one and step only. That's the only one. Strategically sacrifice the things that are no longer serving you, even though you may love them, even though you may have an attachment to them. They may have been serving you for coping, or maybe when you were sad or you were down, or your girlfriend broke up with you, you got in a freaking car accident, you lost your money, whatever. I know those things, those habits, scrolling on social media, or coping with gaming, or freaking smoking marijuana, these things that are not helping you, but that you may have an attachment to, you have to sacrifice them. That's what it's going to take. It's what it's going to cost you. And it's going to hurt, but you have to do it, because I want you to win, and I know you want you to win as well. You want yourself to win, and you're going to become that man if you follow through with these actions, bro. So like I said, I'm gonna say it one more time to end it off. Everything that you want to be is going to cost you everything that you currently are, and you are gonna want to pay that price, because I'm telling you, the life that you want is on the other side of who you are right now. You have to change, and I know you will.